Warning. A formidable creature is at large and roaming about. The Jaguar S-Type. It may well be the best handling car in the world.
We're at our garage and test facility. Let's open the magic door and see what we're driving this week. Well, you know when a door handle does that, we're driving something expensive. So what happens if your hand's in the door handle when it closes? Will it take your fingers off? I tried to find some volunteers, but had no luck. Well, the 2020 Jaguar iPace all-electric vehicle. Yep, you know that's not going to be cheap. The base price is advertised at $71,000. This is the upgraded HSE model, which is $80,900. But as always, there are options that jack the price up. These large 22-inch wheels set you back $1,700. The white metallic paint, another $700. And here's a list of other goodies. Just scroll down with your eyeball. Stuff we really don't need, but get anyway. And there's the total tab for you. If you watch my YouTube channel, you know this is the first time I've ever tested a fully 100% electric automobile. Mainly because they really don't do anything for me personally. To me, they're just like iPads running on four wheels. Then again, when Jaguar wants to hand you the keys to an $86,000 vehicle and give you a chance to try out some of that British engineering, why say no? Well, maybe not so British. 74% of the parts come from Poland. And there's where it's made. So this week, people have been calling me saying, hey, what are you driving this week? And I tell them I'm driving a Polish iPad on wheels, and it kind of confuses them. In fact, I was going to use that in my title. I know there are people out there, crybabies, that be giving me nasty emails, so I didn't do that. If you're into high-tech vehicles, we also tested the Mitsubishi PHEV. We have a link for that video at the end of this video. We also tested this Honda Insight Hybrid. We'll have a link for that video at the end of this video as well. So don't go away. Usually when I get a car, one of the first things we do is lift the hood to show you the engine, but nothing under here but a storage compartment. I can tell you though, somewhere in there is 394 horsepower and a torque rating of 512 foot-pounds right off idle. We'll talk about that later. Since we're driving a rolling battery, about 5,000 pounds of mass here, let's take these headlights out, see how they work. It's dark enough, let's check out these lights to see what they do. Here we have the low beams, only building 100 feet away, pretty bright, not much height. Go to high beam, very bright, good center. Here we have the brights, only building 300 feet away, good brightness, widespread, lots of power, no complaints here. By the way, when you open the door at night, hey, it's the bat signal, or the Jaguar signal. Everyone in the parking lot will know you're driving a Jaguar. That's what your $80,000 pays for. Just for the record, this is not a car, not a station wagon. It is a real genuine SUV, which means it can be taken off-road. You have electric motors driving the front wheels and the rear, making it a real all-wheel drive, giving better traction. Pretty decent ground clearance. The suspension can be raised if you want more height, or lowered for loading gear. We have two buttons that give driving modes. You have Eco mode, Comfort, and Dynamic. The climate controls are easy to use, only if you know what to do. I was going crazy trying to find the fan speed on here until it was pointed out you have to raise this dial. Then you get the fan speed. Lower to set the temperature, and lower it again to set seat temperature. Now here's one feature that puzzles me. I like push-button transmissions, don't get me wrong. I think it's the best thing going, but on a normal car you would have park, reverse, neutral, and drive. Here it's reversed. Drive, neutral, reverse, and park. So if you're used to driving the old way, you'd have to turn your head around like so. And that's what 99% of the vehicles on the planet do. Park on top, drive on the bottom. But not here. I'm not sure I understand the logic here, but I like push-button gears, so I'm not going to complain too much. I spent almost a whole week going through the owner's manual trying to figure out how to bring up the odometer for reset. Can't find it in the book. The dealer doesn't know. I don't even know if we have a reset odometer. So right now we're just going to have to go by the main mileage tab. Here's the instrument cluster you'll be looking at. Information on the left, navigation on the right. We get steering wheel controls for the radio. The base stereo system in the iPace is a 380 watt unit. Haven't listened to it. Since this is the upgraded model, it comes with an 825 watt sound system. Sounds absolutely fantastic, but last time I played some tunes to demonstrate something like that, YouTube sent me a nasty posting saying I'm not allowed to play music on my videos. I'm stealing the copyright or something like that, so I can't show you. Sorry. What I can show you, among all this finger touch stuff, we do get a genuine knob for the volume. Thank you, Jaguar. Knobs are good. Finger touch, not so good. Here's a shot of the cabin. Nice white interior, so we don't want to be bringing hot dogs and hamburgers from the fast food in here. Looks like we got room for 3 in the back. Here's another shot. Materials and workmanship, very good. Okay, that's enough show and tell. Time to go out and do some driving. Now usually if I get an SUV, I take them off-road, but I'm not going to do that here because even though we have the capability as far as traction and ride height, the iPace does not come with a spare tire, so if you get a flat out in the desert, you can end up being stranded for a while, and I don't want to call Jaguar up and say, hey, your car's sitting out there in the middle of nowhere, go find it. So we'll not be doing any off-roading in this. Here's some goodies you get for your 85 grand. They give you a tire pressure kit. Some items to clean the leather interior. My leather boots need cleaning. I think I'll take this inside and use this tonight. What else we got here? Oh, all the charging stuff. I don't know what this is. More Jaguar cleaner. There you go. I'd rather have a spare tire though. The automotive press have been telling us how smooth this vehicle rides on the 20-inch standard wheels. The jury's still out on these big 22 inches. I find them to be very, very noisy on rough pavement, but as far as ride goes, we'll take these on some speed bumps and see what happens. As we do in all my videos, taking mild speed bumps around 20 miles per hour. Bump number 1. Fairly quiet. Number 2. Number 3. The big nasty one coming up here. And did a pretty good job absorbing the impact. Not the smoothest luxury car I've ever driven, but adequate enough. Naturally, the power steering is electric. You can tell, no feel or feedback, but it's quick enough, and I don't think the typical Jag owner is going to complain. Let's take this on the turning circle, see what happens. This is a very heavy car. It's hugging the road very well. Extremely well. I'm impressed. So how quick is this going 0 to 60? Well, most of the times are claimed to be around 4.5 seconds, maybe a bit more, but this isn't about 0 to 60 times. It's about torque, massive pulling power. These batteries are putting out a massive 512 pounds-feet of torque. The difference between this and a gasoline engine, this does it right off idle. That means at low speeds, you're actually putting out more torque than a Dodge Hellcat. Yeah, the Hellcat's putting out maybe 650 foot-pounds, if I remember correctly. You got to spin the RPMs up to get that. This right off the line, you can feel it in the seat of your pants when you hit the gas. Oh, gas pedal. I said gas pedal. The accelerator pedal. So let's cheat and put this in the dynamic mode. I think that gives you more juice. Seems to. Ooh, felt that. Yeah, you really got to hang on to the steering wheel now. I didn't time that, but I would figure around 4.6, 4.7 seconds. Pretty close to the Mustang Bullet I drove recently. Jaguar claims a maximum range of 234 miles on a full charge. I haven't been able to fully charge this because I don't have a 240 volt at home. If you go to the public charger, it runs up 80% in around 45 minutes. I'm told, I haven't done it yet, but I'm down to 113 miles. Looks like we'll have to do it soon. What I can tell you is I started at 255 miles. I'm down to 113. But then again, I've been pressing this pretty hard. A lot of dynamic mode driving, 0 to 60 times to impress my buddies. And driving like that, I did my calculator figures, and you're probably going to get around 140, 150 miles if you drive like a maniac, which means you'll be looking for a charging station around 110, 120. But once the novelty wears off, most people will drive normally. They might get there 234 miles. If you do a lot of passing on the freeway, you'll love this dynamic mode. Yeah, smooth and quiet. Smooth as a turbine. And like I said, driving like this, you'll never get the 234 miles, of course. But who cares when you're having fun? Okay, we're on a fast charger at the mall, which I have to do because I don't have a charger at home. Let's see what happens. Well, it says 80%, gives me 164 miles. Doing the math, that would make 200 miles my limit. I'll have to get on the calculator to make sure that's right. Oh well. On the subject of charging, electric vehicles are advertised as pollution-free, but that's not really true. About 70% of electricity in this country is generated by fossil fuels, which means when you plug this in, you're generating pollution. Like it or not, that's a fact. If you think wind and solar is going to take the place of fossil fuels, you're in la-la land, been tried elsewhere, didn't work very well. Not on a large scale anyway. The only way all electric cars will ever be honestly pollution-free is when we get the majority of electricity from nuclear power. But the environmentalists who like the electric cars won't let us do that, which is kind of ironic. That's just the way it is. In the meantime, purchasers of electric cars get rebates from the government, up to $7,000 last time I checked. Plus, they don't have to pay gasoline taxes, so they're getting a pretty good deal. If you want to buy an electric car, now's a good time. So what's my take on this Jaguar electric vehicle after my test driving? To be honest with you, if I had 85 grand to spend on a Jag, I'd get one with a high-performance gasoline engine because I like hearing what's under the hood. But that's just me. I'm really not the type of person to buy an electric car. On the other hand, if you're in the market for a high-end electric car, hey, go for it. It's certainly better than the Tesla Tonka toys that people are buying out there. Oh, did I say that? Yeah, I did. Comment section's down there. Go ahead. In any case, Jaguar did a pretty good job. Check it out. Here are some videos of other high-tech cars we've tested recently. Just click and watch. And subscribe. I need the gas money when I have a gas engine under the hood.